This is the Authenticated Access Security Signals, where we talk about real world problems, blind spots, and strategic insights from the front lines of cybersecurity. I'm Matt Nelson, and this week's signal is third party risk. Now, I'm sure you're aware, but third party risk is a huge problem, probably bigger than you think. In fact, your biggest risk in your entire environment is likely to be an account or partner you trust. So let's break down what leaders are still maybe getting wrong when it comes to third party risk and how to do a better job of securing your overall environment. Most organizations can give you a list of vendors that they work with. Well, at least most of them can. However, very few can tell you who actually has access to critical systems or sensitive data. Most also can't tell you when this access is being used, where it's being used from, or even what this access is granting. And that's all the gap attackers need. Because these days, most risk doesn't come from people who hack you. It comes from people who can log in without you even noticing. Think of it this way. You don't have 200 vendors. You have 200 potential entry points. Security questionnaires make us feel good. We're doing our due diligence with our vendors, contractors, and other third parties. So we check boxes, we create documentation, we look great in audits. But these things don't accurately reflect what's happening in an environment. A vendor can say all the right things and show you all the right paperwork and still be completely exposed. Never in history has yes on a questionnaire stopped a breach. We love consistency in security, but not everything should be treated equally. Your payroll provider, your SaaS platform, and your office snack vendor should not go through the same risk model. It's that same old adage of if everything is a high risk, then nothing is a high risk. Most third-party incidents don't start with a network exploit, they start with a login. When you give vendors access, you're extending your identity perimeter. Your vendor's weak MFA is now your weak MFA. Your vendor's weak identity management is now your weak identity management. Your vendor's weak security protocols, well, those are yours now too. Leaders love metrics like 100% of our vendors have been assessed. And that sounds great, but what does that actually mean? Did risk go down? Were exposures reduced? Or did we just get better at checking boxes? Compliance and security are not synonyms of each other by any means. You can be completely compliant and still completely exposed. And now my closing thoughts. Okay, how do we fix this, and what does good third-party risk management actually look like? Well, as always, it starts with visibility. Not a vendor list, but a clear understanding of who has access to your data, your systems, and your identity layer. It means moving beyond questionnaires. It also means validating risk with real signals like continuous monitoring, external exposure, and actual behavior. It also means prioritizing your risk. See, not all vendors are equal, so stop treating them that way. Focus your energy on the ones that can actually hurt you. And most importantly, it means treating third-party access like internal access. Same controls, same expectations, and the same accountability. Because the organizations that get this right, they aren't, quote, eliminating third-party risk. They're making it visible, measurable, and manageable.